So despite the fact that we call ourselves software engineers, the way that we build software today is really more like craftsmen. And as such, I think that we're at an important point in the evolution of the software business. We can start to take things that we can learn from more traditional engineering disciplines and apply them to the software business, with the end result being that we can start to industrialize the way we build software and really earn the title software engineer. So I see three key enablers in this area. The first is process-centric collaboration, tools that start to integrate collaboration directly into the software development tasks that we need to perform. The second is software telemetry, the ability to automatically collect data for our metrics and enable more predictive capabilities. And the third is model-driven development, an approach where we conceptualize parts of our system using models, and then from those models we're able to generate pieces of the system using automation. I think there are three things that businesses are looking for that industrialization can offer. The first is predictable, consistent levels of quality. There's really high quality expectations in the industry today, and our current systems don't always deliver on those expectations. The second is predictable productivity and cost control. So the systems that we're building are getting more and more complex, and businesses need some sort of assurance that these systems can be built and maintained efficiently. And finally, they're looking for more predictable agility in the face of changes in the marketplace. So the market is evolving so rapidly, and businesses need to be able to respond on such a short time scale that their current approaches and their current systems really don't allow it. I think the biggest challenge is going to be human nature. I mentioned earlier that we work in the software business more as craftsmen than engineers, and there's something really satisfying about the work that you perform as a craftsman. There's the creativity associated with carving out new and unique solutions every time. And as we move towards standardization and industrialization, businesses are going to need to find a way to provide new and exciting challenges to their talented people, as standardization typically tends to be in direct conflict with creativity. I think that the JAZZ project from IBM Rational and IBM Research is an interesting indication of where process-centric collaboration is going. JAZZ is a platform that integrates collaboration directly into the software development process in a really new and exciting way. And this platform will enable us to build some very interesting solutions on top of it going forward. Second, I think that the fact that Eclipse has emerged as a standard platform for software development and application lifecycle management tools really enables and simplifies this notion of software telemetry that I mentioned earlier. By having this common base, we're able to consistently across all of our processes be able to capture metrics that we need for more predictive capabilities later on. And finally, I think that the software factories work being done by Microsoft, despite the unfortunate name that has a lot of unnecessary baggage with it, shows promise for the area of model-driven development. Microsoft has created tooling that allows developers to build their own software factories that help them solve isolated problems within their systems that are often common, tedious, error-prone components to work on. And Microsoft has created some of their own factories and seeded this area, but I think the really exciting piece will be to see what types of factories emerge from third parties once they get a chance to use the new tools. I think that in 5 years, the industry is going to be just entering a standardization phase in the areas of model-driven development and metrics usage. All of the new tools that we see emerging now are going to fuel an explosion in these new domain-specific languages for modeling specific aspects of your system. And the industry is going to respond by attempting to consolidate and standardize the use of these tools so that they can really focus on optimization moving forward. Similarly, with metrics, I think that we're going to see the industry consolidating and standardizing on the way that metrics are used so that we can move the focus away from simply measuring quantities of data and more toward analyzing and predicting outcomes. The key takeaway, I believe, is that collectively, process-centric collaboration, software telemetry, and model-driven development can help businesses industrialize the way that they build software, resulting in more predictable quality, more predictable productivity, and more predictable agility for the enterprise.